Two people, same private jet, same destination. One bought it for $8 million. One chartered it for $5,000 per hour. 5 years later, one of them made a catastrophic financial mistake. And it is not the person you think. I am going to show you the math in the next 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's start with buying. You purchase a pre-owned Phenom 300E, $8 million. For my last video, the full annual operating cost at 200 flying hours per year is $1.1 million every single year. Fuel, maintenance, insurance, crew salaries, hangar fees, management costs. Those expenses show up whether the aircraft flies or not. But you're smart. You put your jet into charter management when you're not using it. Your management company fills 200 charter hours. You net approximately $700,000 in charter income. So your real net annual cost after charter income is $400,000 per year. That changes the equation dramatically. Because experienced owners don't focus on purchase price. They focus on net ownership cost. Over 5 years, add the purchase price, subtract the resale value of $5 million. Your total 5-year cost of ownership comes to $4.5 million. Not cheap, but probably less than most people expect. Remember that number. Now let's look at chartering. Same person, same routes, same 200 hours per year. But instead of buying, they charter. Phenom 300E class charter rate in 2026, $5,500 per hour. All in, no purchase price, no down payment, no capital tied up in an aircraft. 200 hours per year equals roughly $1.1 million annually. Wait, same number as owning? Yes, almost exactly. And this is where many people get surprised, because most assume chartering is dramatically more expensive. For heavy users, it often isn't. Over 5 years, the total cost comes to $5.5 million. Zero asset at the end, zero maintenance headaches, zero AOG emergencies, zero hangar bills, zero crew management, zero unexpected repair invoices. You simply book the flight and go. Side by side, buying wins by roughly $1 million over 5 years. But here's where it gets interesting. That $1 million advantage of buying disappears fast in 3 situations. Situation 1. You fly under 150 hours per year. Fixed costs don't go down. Insurance doesn't disappear. Hangar costs don't disappear. Management costs don't disappear. But charter income drops, which means your ownership economics get worse very quickly. Below 150 hours per year, chartering is significantly cheaper. Every time. Situation 2. Your jet goes AOG. Aircraft on ground. Engine issue. Unexpected maintenance event. Parts delay. 2-week repair. Maybe longer. You still have a board meeting in Dallas. You still have clients to visit. You still need transportation. When you charter, you call a broker. Different jet. Problem solved. When you own, you pay for the repair and often pay for a replacement aircraft at the same time. That's a cost many buyers never include in the spreadsheet. Situation 3. You want different aircraft for different missions. TBM 940 to Montana. Gulfstream G550 to London. Helicopter to Aspen. Every trip has different requirements. Charter matches the aircraft to the mission every single time. Ownership locks you into one aircraft, even when it's not the ideal tool for the job. So here's the formula. Write this down. If you fly more than 200 hours per year, buying wins. If you fly less than 150 hours per year, chartering wins. If you fly between 150 and 200 hours, it depends on 3 personal questions. 1. Do you want to be in the asset business? 2. How much do you value guaranteed availability? 3. What is your personal time worth? Because ownership costs money. It also costs attention, maintenance oversight, crew management, compliance, scheduling, decision-making. Charter costs slightly more money, but it costs almost none of your time. And for some people, time is the most expensive resource of all. Run your personal numbers. The answer will be obvious. The verdict. Over 200 hours per year, consider buying. Under 150 hours per year, charter is usually the smarter move. Between 150 and 200 hours per year, run the formula. Neither option is wrong. The wrong move is choosing without doing the math, because private aviation is full of assumptions, and assumptions are expensive. Now you have the numbers. Now you have the framework. And now you can make the decision based on facts instead of marketing. Tomorrow, I'm covering the 5 light jets under $5 million that actually make sense to own in 2026. including one aircraft that almost nobody talks about. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Every video on this channel. Real numbers, zero fluff. See you tomorrow.